Ladies and gentlemen, salam alaikum. How are you? My name is Charles Cather, and I just wanted to make a video for I'm DZ and I speak English. My buddy Waleed, oh my god, he's a great guy. He's the creator and the founder of I'm DZ and I speak English. And we met actually about a year ago. I just randomly sent him a message on Facebook because I'm kind of a freaky guy, you know. I love to travel the world. I've been to many, many countries. I love to go to Facebook and find people and just slowly become friends and then go visit them. It's such a great, interesting thing. And you know, met him. He's a great guy. His English is phenomenal. You know. Since then, you know, I've got many, many friends in Algeria, and hopefully I will be traveling to Algeria. I've got friends in Batna, in Tipaz, in Algiers, in the Casbah. What's so funny? Quickly, the Casbah here, there's a book called The World's Most Dangerous Places, and it listed the Casbah as the #1 or #2 most dangerous place for Americans to travel. Insane. Every Algerian I ask that, they're like, what? You know, it's just an old part of the city. So kind of funny. But anyway, you know, I admire you guys for learning the English language, for being so passionate about learning the English language. I think it's fantastic. And if it wasn't for intelligent people like you learning my language, the majority of Americans would be lost worldwide. We are a nation that's our education system is very nationalistic. So it's ridiculous. You know, the first time in my public school that I went to that we could take a foreign language was in high school. And that's when you're 13, 14, 15, you know, depending on when you get in there. But by the time you're that age, I mean, learning a second language is very difficult. But Algerians, I really commend you. I made a video for CASL out of Batna. My buddy Yusuf has a group there in Batna. And, you know, you guys learn English at an early age. You speak Arabic. You speak French. I mean, my gosh, you can do anything, you know. In the United States, if you're bilingual or trilingual, I mean, your employment opportunities are endless. I was a manager for many, many years in the automobile industry. I worked for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, General Motors, Pontiac, Cadillac. And I hired salespeople. One of the first questions we ask, do you speak any other languages? No. Almost 90% of us speak English of Caucasian descent. We have many, many Hispanic Americans, and they speak both. But it's a big problem in the United States. So I commend you, you know. Learning English is very, very important worldwide. It's the business language of the world, and maybe Chinese soon. Oh, I hope not, you know. So you make my life so easy. I can travel to any part of the globe and find somebody to communicate with. So very, very nice, and good luck with your career. I don't know if you're in high school, if you're out of school, you're just working and you're just doing English as a hobby, you know. But whatever it is, you know, good job, good for you. You know, it's great. So I'm here, I'm actually making this video from the middle of the United States of America. I'm in the state of Illinois. We're, you know, right smack dab almost in the middle of the United States. For employment currently, the last 2 years I've traveled the world. I lived in Mexico in 2010, and I worked at an orphanage and taught English, volunteered there. And last year, for 1 year, I was in Serbia. And Serbia is, we've had issues with Serbia in the past. In '99, we had a war there. With the Serbian people, but I lived there. They treated me wonderfully. They were wonderful people. I volunteered there, taught English, and also brought baseball to some small towns, donations and such. So my next goal is an Arab country. Everywhere in the world I've been, I've never traveled to an Arab Islamic country. And so, you know, one quick funny story is the amount of propaganda we have here in the United States. My country loves propaganda. Our government's a joke, you know. So when they discuss Arabs and Muslims, you know, one of the first things they'll show on TV, they'll show our flag being burnt by some Muslims, and then they'll show these Muslims, oh yeah, you know, death to America, death to America. So we have ingrained in us from the Zionist media that Muslims hate us, you know, that they want to kill us because we don't believe in Islam, you know, we're a Christian nation, so we're going to hell, you know. And I used to believe that, I really did, you know, like a typical sheep, like a sheep out in the pasture. We follow our government and our media, you know. But I decided about 5 years ago, When I was very nervous about Muslims, I sent a message to a gentleman named Mohammed in Sudan and a wonderful Algerian friend of mine, Aladdin. And I sent him a message and I was like, you know, I'm an American. I'm just curious, why do you hate us? Why do you want us to die? Why do you want the United States to be destroyed? And they laughed and they wrote me a funny response, and we are still unbelievable friends to this day. And you know, since then I've created a Facebook page. It was called Americans and Muslims Can Be Friends. Kind of a stupid name, but the point was I was frustrated and I was angry that my country and my media could destroy, you know, the name of Islam, you know, which is ridiculous, you know. I currently have 500 Muslim friends, some of the most wonderful people I've ever encountered and that I ever will encounter. In Serbia, I lost my wallet and my debit card, my money, everything. I posted something on Facebook. The first two people to offer assistance were Muslims that I'd never met in person, just a Facebook friend. One, they're Libyan descent, and one was in England, and one was in Germany, and they sent me money. They didn't even ask if I needed it, they sent it. You know, that says a lot, you know. Islam is I know it's a religion of peace and love, but, you know, the way the media portrays that, you know, is the total opposite. Sick and disgusting. So, just want you to know you have one American that is on your team, baby. I know Muslims are wonderful. You're good people. You're not all dancing around burning our flag, and not all of you want me to die. Some of you might, you know. So, anyway, congratulations on your English. And if you ever need assistance, my name is Charles Cather. I'd be more than happy to help you. Free Palestine, baby. Take care. Thank you. Salam alaikum.